guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I decided we're gonna be talking about like how you don't need to be the smartest person in the room. So this is for people that have to do, like, this is just kind of like a little bit of a rant, but also I guess me telling y'all a few things. So what it means, like, people that try to be the smartest in the room, if y'all know what that means, it's basically where every time you're saying something, they always feel the need to one-up it or just try and, like, make it into a debate or make it seem like you're wrong about something. It's like, if I say, oh, my favorite color is purple, they'll be like, no, it's not. Or they'll be like, did you know purple was this for this reason? And, like, they'll find something negative. Like, a person, like, they just try and make you seem dumber just to lift themselves up and make themselves seem smarter to everybody else. And so those type of people really do, I've never liked those type of people, because they're always the ones that think they know better than everybody else. Like, when you try and give advice, and it's never a genuine thing either. It's always somebody that's like, oh, well, you could do it this way. It's like the unsolicited advice. They like to give unsolicited advice, and unsolicited advice is where they're just giving you advice that you never asked for. But then the way they say it, it's like, if you don't take that advice, they get upset or they get angry. And so those type of people just aren't fun to be around, because why is that every conversation that we have, it turns into this big old debate, and it shouldn't have even been that from the start, you know? So I just thought to myself, what am I going to talk about today? We're just going to talk about how you don't have to be the smartest person in the room, but also, like, this people that always try and be the smartest person in the room are very annoying. Because if you're one of these people, please, I don't know your situation at all. But when somebody, every time you talk to somebody, it always has to turn into some kind of like debate, like, or argument. It's really just not worth talking to that person anymore. Like, at that point, keep your communication short. Hello, goodbye, how are you, whatever. Because every time you even try and talk about something you're interested in, they always have to counter, or they always have to show, oh, I know so much about this thing. And honestly, I don't think it ever really had to be that in the first place. So, like, imagine you're in school, right? And you're doing your work or whatever. And it's like one of those things where multiple answers can be correct. And so you give an answer that's correct, but then this other person has to go on, like, they can say another correct answer. But they can never just let you have your correct answer. There always has to be something added into it, where instead of it just being, oh, you gave a correct answer, they have to one-up your answer, it seems like. They'll be like, yeah, while that's a good answer, here's why my answer is better. It's like, you can never just have normal conversation. You can never just have a normal interaction, because they always feel the need to make sure you know, I think I'm smarter than you, or I'm quote unquote smarter than you. Because at the end of the day, people that are like, a lot of people too, the people that think that, like, they're the smartest in the room, always feel the need to interject their opinion and open their mouth where it's not necessary or it doesn't fit. If you have to insert yourself where you don't fit, you might not be the smartest person in the room like you think you are. And so I think a lot of people don't realize that either, is you don't always have to speak. You don't always have to be the smartest person in the room. You don't have to be included in everything, and that's fine. And you don't, like, one thing about me is I don't like speaking when it's not, like, necessary. I don't like having to fill up dead air with my voice or words, just so that way people don't think I'm upset or people think I'm not having a good time doing whatever. So that's just honest, like, that's honestly just me. Like, that's why I love, like, when you have friends, you could just hang out with your friends and not say a word, because they're not going to take it as, oh, she's not having a good time, or oh, she's not enjoying herself, or oh, whatever. It's just that, oh, we're just chilling, we're hanging out. We don't need to talk to have a good time. We don't have to talk to know we're, like, spending time with each other in a form or whatever. Those things I've always liked. It's kind of like how you're gonna sit on FaceTime with somebody while doing regular things, and then you won't even talk, but it's still fun and everything, because we don't have to talk. You don't have to talk. Like, find people where you don't have to talk to somebody in order for them to think, like, in order for them to not be offended. So if somebody's so offended by you not speaking, you might not need to be around that person. Like, me personally, one thing about me is I don't like talking to fill up dead air, but I feel like I have to, so that way people don't think I'm mad or upset there's something going on or anything like that. But I hate having to fill up dead air. I'll be like, oh, that backyard's nice, when in reality I could have sat in silence the entire time and would have been perfectly fine and happy, because it's like, I'm enjoying the quality time. It's not really what you're saying, it's the fact that you're here and you're present, you know? So that's just me personally. It's like, oh, what, you want to talk to me? Great. But I don't feel like, I'm a yapper, but I don't feel the need to talk to you all the time, right? Like, that's the thing. I don't feel the need to talk to people all the time. Like, sometimes I'm happy in my own silence. I'm glad and so grateful I can say I'm happy and content in my own silence and like just kind of being alone in a sense. I'm content and happy with that. Like, I have found a peace in that. And so I just think when other people get upset for you not talking, it's like, I don't feel the need to talk all the time, or it's like, I don't feel the need to insert myself where I don't fit. And people that do that are people that try to make others feel bad for it because they can't handle their own silence, or they can't just learn to enjoy somebody's company without words. It really does just kind of annoy me and get on my nerves because it doesn't make any sense. It's like, if a person talks too much, you're upset. But if a person doesn't talk, you're still upset. But at the same time, not everybody feels the need to talk to have a good time, if that makes any sense at all. Like, honestly, I could be painting with somebody. I don't need to have a full conversation with somebody I'm painting with. Knowing that we're painting and spending time together is just enough for me. Like, honestly. Because sometimes having a conversation with somebody can just be so draining because they always feel the need to be right, or they always feel the need to bring up the same thing. Oh, I'm right, or whatever. It's like every conversation is turning into the same end thing every single time. Why are you still talking to this person? Why am I still talking to you? You know? So that just makes no sense. And so that's something I really do think about too. I'm like, that makes, like, I don't understand it. Why are you so offended by me and my own silence that you just have to, like, make me feel like crap because I'm happy just spending time with the person? Like, that's really it. But it's also just a thing of, I do get how some people aren't comfortable in their own silence. It's like they really just don't want people thinking they're upset or anything. So they feel the need to fill the air with dead space like I do. But also at the same time, if you feel like you have to do that just for somebody to not purposely mistake your intentions, then that person you should not be around. Because if somebody's purposely trying to mistake your intentions, acting like they know everything, that ties back into you don't always have to be the smartest. If somebody's trying to mistake your intentions on purpose so that way they can say whatever they want to say to you, or act or treat you however they want to treat you, they want to treat you or say that to you from the beginning. They just didn't have a valid reason for it. So they're trying to create a valid reason by acting like it's like somebody trying to tell you what you think or how you feel. That's something I cannot get enough of. That actually makes me angry, because you are not the smartest person in the room. You are not a mind reader. You're not God. You don't know what I think. You don't know what I feel. So you can't really go around trying to be like, you think this. Oh, you thought you were going to do this. You can't do that, because that actually gets on my nerves so much that, like, I'll start resenting people because of that. Because how are you going to tell me what I think and what I feel? I didn't realize you were in my head, because if you were in my head, you know what I thought. You know what I would feel. You know what my true intentions were. And so one thing about me is I don't like yelling. I really don't. But what I can't stand even more is when people who act like they know my intentions, they know what I'm thinking, they know what I'm thinking, they were like, you thought you were gonna do this, you thought you were gonna do that. I didn't think at that moment, or I probably thought I could have genuine, true intentions, like good intentions from the start, but because somebody just wanted to be mad, they can take what I say or what I did as disrespect, or as, oh, you're just a bad person, da-da-da-da-da, when that was never my intention. People that really just want a reason to be mad at you because they're mad at somebody else, or because they just have something that they want to say to you, but they couldn't say it to you unprompted, they're going to find a reason to treat you any type of way. So that's why I say, you don't have to be everything. Because no matter what you do, somebody's always going to be mad at you because you're good, like you're a great person, or because of this, because of that. Somebody's always not going to like you because you have a quality that they lack, and that quality just so happens to be good. Or they might not just like you because you might be a crappy person. But either way, it still stands. People that really truly do always feel the need to tell you what to think, how to feel, what you think or how you feel. Those people will never actually have your best intentions at heart, because all they're thinking about is them being right and them never being in the wrong. And that actually gets on my nerves so much. Honestly, the clip, so basically the camera, the video was done, the editing, trying to get all the clips, things were working out, footage was deleted on footage was deleted thinking I have to redo this entire video. Turns out I just have to redo a little bit. So, a lot of things happened. We're back. The video is a little late though. It's like, by the time you're seeing this video, it's probably like 6 o'clock, 6:30 maybe. So we're just gonna go ahead and continue on. Like, as I was saying, you don't have to be everything, trying to live your life to please people, and just basically, this kind of ties into being a people pleaser, which isn't going to be in the next video, which also is going to have a second, clip type of thing going on, just because of how everything worked out. But as I was saying, people that try to make you live up to these expectations, a lot of the time, they try to make you feel bad for failing at least even once, you're never going to be able to please those people. And it's because they want you to fail so that way they can bring you down. So basically, you don't have to be everything. You really don't. You don't have to try to be everything, because no matter what you do, somebody will always say something that will try and set you back 3 steps. So all you can really do is stop trying to please other people and stop trying to be everything, and be yourself, you know, be whatever makes you happy, but be kind, you know? So I guess like the message, or I guess little advice today is just be yourself, because at the end of the day, people trying to live your life to please somebody else is only going to lead to pain. Like, you're going to be so confused. You're going to be like, okay, so all I did was try and please this person, and now that I realize I never will be able to, and now that that person's out of my life, now what am I going to do? So that's why you can't just try and please others. You really do have to like kind of live for yourself and nobody else. Because if somebody, like, you do not try and live for somebody else, do not spend your time trying to please other people, because you will end up miserable, sad, not knowing who you are without trying to please this person, and you won't understand why you aren't good enough, when in reality you were always good enough. You just tried to make a person who was never going to be enough. A lot of the times you have to realize, sometimes no matter what you do, it's always going to be, okay, you did this cool thing, but now instead of like reveling, I think that's the word, at least, it's like instead of sitting and just enjoying the moment, it's always go with a person. So you have to realize that you can never just enjoy a person. If you realize that person will never be able to just enjoy who you are for your company and your presence and your personality and your character, maybe sometimes you just gotta let those people go, because at the end of the day, if you aren't exactly who somebody wants you to be, and they keep trying to put these expectations on you, no matter what you do, you're not going to please them. You're too much like them, they're going to hate you, because they see the flaws in themselves on you too. Because if you try and be like somebody else to please them, you try to be this perfect image of themselves, of the other person, all they're going to end up seeing is the like negative qualities and traits that they don't like about themselves, and so they're still not going to be pleased with you. So it's like, you try and live for yourself, they're not going to be happy because you're not doing exactly what you want them to do. But then if you try and live exactly the way they want you to, if you try and be exactly who they want you to be, eventually you're going to realize they kind of just want you to be themselves, but then they're going to see all the flaws that they have and all the negative traits that they have, that how they hurt other people, reflected in you, because you've tried to mold yourself into somebody else. So just honestly, live for you, have a dream, holy freaking moly, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, do you see that? So sorry, this looks like my butt, this like low-key, hold on, guys. I wish I had my phone, dang it, guys, okay, hold on. Can y'all even see that? Hold on. Guys, that's an armadillo. Isn't it? You guys see that, right? I'm trying to get close. Like, do you see that thing? Now I'm gonna have to run by it because I don't know what these things do. Holy freaking moly, that was so cool. Take me